Natural hair is not for the faint of heart, honey. It's not for the faint of heart. Between protecting and styling it and actually making it look cute and presentable, it's a task. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did this. This was like the easiest, simplest hack. It took me a little minute to get into it at first because I have a little bit more hair than the girl in the video. And if you want, you can add boho. I was thinking about adding the boho, it wasn't really doing it for me, so I took them out. I don't always like hair in my face. If you have like a good setting gel, you can get this to last you for the full week, so you have a full week protective style that's also cute and on a dime. Alright, so stay tuned. Okay, so welcome to the voiceovers portion of this video, and right now you see me using my rat tail comb to create one straight line down the middle of my head, and I'm just using my powers of discernment right now. I'm not using any mirrors or anything like that. I'm going to use some of this Eden braiding gel, and I'm going to use this to help me clean up the path. So I'm just applying it straight to the path that I made, and I'm going over it to try to like clean up any extra hairs that were from either side of the head. And I'm not using any mirror, as you can see. I'm just trusting in the Holy Spirit to help me. Now I'm sectioning off the front part of the first cane row that I'm going to be doing, and then then I'm using these little black rubber bands and sectioning off the second part of my hair, which is not going to be an actual cane row. So I'm just going to be putting it into 3 sections for now, and then going back in afterward to plait them down. Alright, so now I'm using some of the edge wax. I'm molding the hair. That's the best thing about the edge wax, is that literally, or edge wax, not edge wax, like waxes on the whole, they help you to mold hair into the shape that you want it to be. I'm just pulling out some of my edges because I don't like them to be pulled into any tight style. And then I'm using the rubber bands, securing them down, and then braiding down the ends of the hair. Alright, so here I am securing the base of that plait or that braid with another one of the rubber bands, and now I'm tying that into the second section, and I'm going to be doing the same thing. I smooth it down with the edge wax, which I probably already did, and now I'm just going to be braiding it down and continuing that until we get to the back of the head. Okay, so hindsight is 2020, and I definitely see where I could have done this a little bit smoother, a little bit neater, but for now, like at the moment of doing it, it was perfectly fine for me because it was the first time doing the style. And like I said, the person that did it originally, she did not have as much hair as me, which I don't have a lot of hair, but she had even less. And also in the back, my head looks kind of crumpled, like the part looks crooked. It's specifically because I have like a moving scalp in the back there, for want of a better explanation. So I'm just braiding down the hair, and this is the prep work. I'm just doing the same thing on the other side. So now we have both sides braided up, and now we're going to start adding the extensions. So I'm loosening out the first portion of the hair where I'm going to be like making the first part of the cane row. Again, I'm using the molding gel. This is one of the most important parts in any good cane row style. And I especially love this particular product that I'm using here. It's the Eden. Yeah, it's the Eden braid gel. I think it's all in one, extreme hold. Okay, so at this interval, you're gonna see me adding like boho to the hair because I think that I want the boho, but I actually don't. So I did all of this for nothing. But I'm starting off the braid with no actual braiding hair, just using my hair with the molding wax or the edge wax, and then adding in the boho. Okay, so as you can see at this interval, we're starting to add the actual braiding hair to the cane row, and we're going to be doing it pretty quickly. So as soon as we start adding one piece, it's 2 pieces, 3 pieces, 4 pieces, 5 pieces, because we don't have a lot of time. We need that braid to get pretty fat pretty quickly. So you're going to see me kind of like struggle at first, because I'm looking at the boho like, do I really love you? Do I want you in a real way? And eventually I got to realize that the answer was hell no. And then I also realized that I put in the braiding hair a little bit too late into the plait, so that it was not coming out as full as it needed to be, and I did it over. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm just unbraiding some of the cane row. I still don't realize that I don't want the boho as yet. I'm still going through the process, and now I'm just going to start back adding the braiding here, but a little bit closer to the base and a little bit in quicker concession. Okay, so at this point, I've realized that basically with this style, I need to go a 1 2 add here, 1 2 add here, 1 2 add here. So that's basically what I'm doing. Before, I was braiding down too much before adding more hair, and it wasn't giving the desired look. So yeah, every 2 maneuvers of the braid, I'm adding hair until I have enough fatness, and then that's it. Okay, so in a perfect world, I would have had a little bit of a fatter braid, especially from the starting. But yeah, this was just like a make do it what you have type of thing. And then I'm just gonna be using this weaving thread and stitching this braid from the base down to my makeshift cane row thing. And to be honest, the braid did not fully cover the area, but it was something, right? Like it did something. Okay, so at this point, I'm done with the both braids. I would have done the same thing on both sides. And while it's not the most perfect thing, and maybe I should have had some mousse to help slick down the hair and whatever, I'm just molding and doing what I can. I'm trying to finesse my edges. I won't leave that. That's crazy. Um, but yeah, I think that the hairstyle is, like it's cute enough considering that I didn't have to buy any extra hair. So like this is for people who are like me, who just trying to like make something work with like limited resources. You don't want to have to go to the beauty supply store. You just want a little bit of hair at home. You have some edge wax at home, and you want like a simple cute hairstyle that could probably last you for the week, that kind of thing. So don't come for me in the comments talking about this ain't looking good, because it's just like a make do type thing. And yeah, so like I said, I would in hindsight do some things differently to get that hair a little bit more smooth and stuff like that, but it's cool for me. And if you're using any like edge wax or whatever, it's really good for molding your hair, but it really doesn't help the hair to stay in place. So one thing I would definitely say is, if you want your hairstyle to last you some time, you want to create a cast using like one of the harder gels, and this got to be is one of the best hard gels that I've come across in terms of like it doesn't turn white. It really does make your hair stay in whatever style you put it in. So yeah. So this is the final look. I'm just giving you some face, and yeah. I mean, not salon worthy, but definitely like DIY do good type thing. What do you think? Leave me a comment. See you guys in the next one. Bye.